Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's watch party for, I'm going to call it a classic, Hawk the Slayer, personal favourite of mine. I know we've got a lot of people who've never seen this 1980 gem before, and I'm going to welcome you all to it. Let's do a quick roll call, just to say the sync point for this film is where the text crawl basically begins at the start of the movie. It says, "This is a story of heroic deeds." As always, I'm so excited, I forgot my name. I'm Andrew, and I'm joined by Dom. Welcome, Dom.
Hello, everybody. I'm one of the I'm one of the many people who've never seen this movie, but I have seen the trailer.
You're in for a
Very
treat. Okay.
excited.
We've got friends on YouTube and friends on Discord joining us as always. I can see over on YouTube we've got Pepjin joining us. Welcome, my friend. And you're excited to see the film. You know nothing about it, not even the trailer. We've got Cute Cult, who also says it's the first time watching this. Sebastian saying a decent movie with Jack Palance as a baddie. Welcome, Sebastian. James Hellier saying under the Geneva Convention, collective punishment is a war crime. Off to The Hague with Andrew. Oh, you're going to have fun, James. We're going to have a lot of fun. And then over on Discord, let's see which friends we've got joining us. We've got ENIAC. We've got Sharon, Lizardman, Mad Matt. I said Lizardman. Then we can see we've got James Hellier over there too. Calbot and Eric, Phonic, Brainwire. Wow. Mad Matt showing off some of his DVD collection. And we got quite a few just cool people joining us. So, before we get into the movie, Dom, you've never seen this before. You've never really even heard of this movie before.
No, not at all. And as someone who really likes their fantasy fiction, I'm surprised I've never seen this movie.
You're up for a bit of sword and sorcery mayhem.
Yeah. Like I said, watching the trailer, I am almost annoyed I've never seen the movie.
Sharon, no, I didn't see this in the theatre, I'm afraid. Did anyone see this in the theatre? That's a really good question. I don't think many people did. I was 2 when this came out, so no, I didn't see it in the theatre. But you were right earlier, Sharon, in the Discord. I saw it as a child on TV and I fell in love with it, and my friends did too. It was shown quite a lot on British TV. And I'm glad a lot of you have never heard about this movie before, because I want you to enjoy its silly fun. Sword and sorcery, silly fun. Because I think we've gone through October, we've had our horror. Let's get into a bit of sword and sorcery before we ease into Christmas. So, quick thing I want you all to do, if you're on YouTube or you're on Discord, in the movie, every time Hawk appears, you'll get to know it when you see him. There's a little motif that plays, and it kind of goes diddle-diddle, like this little motif plays them. I want you all to shout Hawk in your respective chat every time he appears. If you're drinking, it can be a drinking game for you too, but just shout Hawk in your respective chat. So on the count of 3, 2, 1, Hawk.
Hawk!
Sorry for everyone, the delay. Sebastian says, only saw it myself a few years ago after getting the DVD, part of my 80s barbarian and sword and sorcery films. Sebastian's shouting, oh, no drinking game for Pepjin. Well, here we go. I'm just waiting for the Discord chat. Oh, Sharon says my dog will freak out if I yell it too loud. Okay then, Dom, since you're the newbie with this, do the countdown, please.
Okay, everybody, press play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play.
Here we go.
This is a story of heroic... Oh, they even do it.
Yep.
My bad.
Insert generic exposition. I will say, though, guys, Wondrous Sword, lower your expectations just a tiny bit. It's a good sword, but it's no Sword of Omens or Excalibur. James says, I'm already cheering on the Legions of Darkness. So everyone, while we're getting into the film, what are your favourite fantasy swords? No lightsabers. We'll say no to lightsabers. Yes, Lizard Man. Exactly. This is like the opening summary to every D&D campaign ever.
Yeah. My favourite swords... Oh god, that's hard. That's really hard. Mainly because I don't remember sword names.
Yes, phonic it is. The music is awesome.
Oh, yeah, that sneak attack damage.
Yeah.
Damn rogues.
James Hurley says Excalibur from Excalibur.
Excalibur's a good one. I mean, that's like the OG.
No, and he's shouting Hawk at the moment. That's not a hawk. And that's not the motif. You'll know it. I'll tell you when you hear the motif. That's... Oh, you might be a tiny bit ahead of us. That's Hawk on his horse. But he's not played his motif theme yet. Eldest son? The actor playing his father was actually only 3 years older than Jack Palance here. Father, are you being attacked by your child you had when you were a toddler?
When you were a mere 3 years old.
Yes, Sharon, Jack Palance is the bad guy.
When is he not? He's so casually holding his dad. He just kind of waltzed in.
Right. Lizardman says, is the father stabbed or constipated at the moment?
Could be both. You don't know his story.
Okay.
I looked at it a fist.
Oh, wait. It gets better.
That was my foot, son.
Yes, Lizardman, this sword has a fist with the Mind Stone.
I'm just noticing as well the background, the set for this is adorable. It's
Yes.
it's so cute.
It's like we had some gold paint. There we go.
Yeah, we had some gold paint left over from the sci-fi movie we shot last week. The Doctor Who set that we had or something. Oh no, you can see all the cardboard cutouts in it. It's so cute. Oh, I love it! It's a dude's hand in a glove. Not even a glove, it's just a painted hand, isn't it?
I got the Mind Sword.
See, that's all Jack Palance had to do. Jack Palance. Buck Rogers. Oh.
Sharon, that is now the Mind Sword. Look, he can do stuff with like the sword. He can imagine it going into his hand. It can turn
It is
very
giving me
slowly.
strong Buck Rogers vibes as well. Buck Rogers and Logan's Run vibes. I think it's just because of the 70s, 80s aesthetic. That's a good spin, to be fair.
Yeah. It is a cool sword. It was one of my favourites, but...
If you smack someone with the hilt, does it count as a punch?
You just now snapped the end off the sword. Yeah, exactly, Sharon. Such a classic 80s fantasy feel. It's low budget, low tech, full of heart, and just great animation and music. When they say they don't make movies like this anymore, this is exactly what they mean.
Cheap, overachieving, and fun.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
The music is awesome. It's like kind of disco medieval is the way I've always described it to people.
This music is confusing my brain.
It's got Roy Kinnear in it. And I don't understand why they say special guest appearances for a movie.
Yeah, it's peculiar.
No,
Yeah, disco
Eric, I'm not being harsh about it. I love this film. It's all honestly, I have nothing but love for this film. It's silly, but I love it. The music is great.
Oh god, yeah, it is odd. I'm no audiophile, but it's smashing so many things together that
Yes.
shouldn't work, but kind of does.
Now you're going to see one of my favourite characters because of what he does in a minute. You'll see him later, what he does. And they love jump. By the way, they love jump cuts for repetitive shots, which is great. And that's just wonderful matte painting there. It's just great.
Oh yeah, it's adorable, and the mist at the top there. There's
It does have a bit of that Hammer feel to it.
it does, yeah. Was it British made?
Yes.
There we
ITC
go.
made by it was made by I believe a lot of the same production crew and at a similar time as Saturn 3, which is the
Oh
one you do a
god.
Watchparty on.
Ah yes, the nuns. Always trust nuns. Monty Python and the Holy Grail taught me that.
And for
Oh,
those
there you go,
British
Mad
amongst
Matt.
us,
Yeah.
yeah. And for those British amongst us, yes, that is Victor Meldrew's wife as head nun,
I
Annette
forgot she
Crosby.
was here. Looks like all of us are looking at Monty Python.
With the help of God and a sharp knife, we may save the rest of the arm. So nuns cut his hand off. So he lost his fingers, but they just cut his hand off. Just
Typical NHS. As someone who used to work for them, I feel I can speak as an authority. You had it written in your underpants.
That is, isn't it? That is W. Morgan Shepherd, isn't it? I believe. The bad guy from Elvira.
Oh.
Which I think Mad Matt just posted in the Discord. I'm pretty sure. It has a wonderful cast as well with this film.
See here, unlike Extro, here Shakespearean actors would be in their element, being very ye old and screaming their lines.
Well, Sharon says you've been in so much pain having your hand cut off with no drugs. You wouldn't be sitting there calmly talking to a nun. But there was nun magic on him.
Nun drugs.
Yeah.
Tramadol.
James Hellier says, hang on a sec, is Dom faulting Extro? My mind is blown.
No, I'm saying Extro has
You know what?
beautiful.
That's a really nice shot of him stood in front of that cave.
Does he often stand in front of caves screaming names? See, for all the kids out there, this is what Skype used to be like before the internet. And no, I wasn't mocking Extro at all. They have Shakespearean actors in Extro, elevating their performance.
Fix the flesh. You obscure.
Is he consorting with the devil? Oh. Is the devil zapping his eyeball? That is one fancy cape, actually. It's a really nice cape. Lizard Man, I also love some creepy voice effects.
It's not exactly Pepperton. It's really just, it is charming, this film. That's a great way to describe it.
Apparently, that method of holding a blade that
Yeah.
long is actually viable. That's a great way to get into various sword wielding techniques.
All
I
right.
learned that because Dark Souls 2 often holds a big greatsword like that.
Well, Petrin says, I play live action roleplay and I can relate to the budget.
My
I just heard
dog
the dog. Oh, it's
clearly
your
wants.
dog. Sorry, I thought the dog was in
Yeah.
the film that barked for a second. A dog on
No,
set.
Bones is having a fun time, apparently.
Ooh. Hang on, you just throw a knife through his heart and you let him live.
Ah, no, his heart's on the other side. That was his lung. He'll be fine.
This is classic, though, isn't it? This is classic sword and sorcery stuff that. Oh, he's cut them a sandwich. That's nice. But it's classic sword and sorcery stuff, isn't it? I will kidnap the head nun, for gold, and I'll be back in a month.
Yeah. I'll return next when the moon is full.
Yeah.
I didn't know Skeletor was in this as well.
You must go and speak to the High Abbot. Hang on. You've just been stabbed through the chest. Off you go on your horse, friend.
Look,
With
he
your one
punched his
hand.
lung, not his riding legs.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the knights that say knee to run. Oh, that is a gorgeous painting.
It is. It's just great. It's actually quite nicely put together, the shots. I mean, you got to remember, this is the 80s, isn't it? Well, late 70s.
Bring them back. Bring back matte paintings.
Tell you something, I don't know if that's actually a set or that's a real room, but that room is gorgeous. Look at the skulls carved.
Oh, that has to be a set. Look at that. Look at the wood panel in the back. They're too modern, and then
Yeah.
the skulls on there just look so ancient. The sky. Hi, Bones.
Who's. What is the name of this man?
Needs to dramatically hawk.
There we go. That's the hawk motif we've got to hear out for. There.
Hawk.
That hawk. Every time you hear that, that's it, lizard man. Yes, Sebastian. There we go. His little.
The medieval disco pan flute. Hi.
That's one thing about the UK. We have such incredible woods that have pythons.
The bubble.
in them.
The medieval disco is back.
It's awesome, isn't it? Yeah, James Hellier says, yes, this cold swamp looks like prime python territory.
Yep.
Lizardman saying, I don't know who's rocking that flute, but who's doing that flute. They're seriously rocking that. It's great.
Walk around with a pan flute. How do you play a pan flute? It's just back and forth. It's like a harmonica.
It's just full of. I want a video game of this, basically.
Just play D&D. Clean the smoke. I can't see the actors. She turned me into a newt.
Yeah, exactly,
Don't
Shannon. She's
trust
a
him.
vet witch.
He's got an American accent. We can't trust him.
Okay. He can hold his sword up for people to shoot arrows at.
He's the fastest sword slinger in the West. Just starts. He just burns the entire forest. He's got quite a good voice. His haircut's not that intimidating. It's kind of like a mullet, but
It is,
oh,
James. It's Warren Clark. It does have that kind of Western vibe to it as well with some of the fights. But we are going to meet the greatest character in this movie shortly.
what happened there?
That's right, the power of the mind sword. It can smack you in the midriff and you
Make an explosion sound.
Yes. And it frees witches. Q Cult says, someone do an audio mashup with ABBA Man After Midnight with that song. No, Lizard Man, no. You thought he said go in peace. He said go in peas.
Whenever people point towards a bird that is relatively hawk-like. It loves these shots. The cinematographer must have been very inspired by Signor Leone.
It was Paul Beeson, the cinematographer, who did... Well, he was a cameraman on The Sound of Music.
Oh yeah, that tracks.
And to be fair, though, he worked with Steven Spielberg on Indiana Jones as well. So
decent career.
And we have a connection. He worked on next week's movie.
Oh, snap! Did he get the job for that because of this movie? That transition was beautiful.
There seems to be a lot of lizards in the woods. Now, that's something they probably wouldn't do nowadays, is let the lead name actor in the movie gallop a horse through the woods.
True. I'm concerned that they burnt the thing there, that darn creature that they just drove past. Just club him over the back of the head.
That's right. Well, Lizard Man, this is obviously a peak movie for you. There's a lot of lizards in the woods in this country.
Yep. The British woods riddled with them.
I also love the over-the-top punching noises in this movie.
Yeah, they're like little explosions.
Whoosh.
Oh wow. He whipped him from a
I love the fact. I hope they're actually seeing him run in slow mo at them, and they're like,
again, like Monty Python.
yeah. That's right, Sharon. Every time.
Again, shot like a western there.
It is. It really is like it's a medieval fantasy western. It's great.
But yeah, Fistful of Dollars for a few dollars more. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. They had so many shots that were similar, composite-wise, to shots here. Foreground and background actors are in clear view. There's no blurring. There's no A to B shots.
No.
Plenty of wides. Hawk!
Hawk! Contest gets better. Where's the dead friend?
He's off somewhere else. I'm not dead. I'm just really badly hurt.
That's right. Exactly, Sebastian. This is basically a quick draw with swords.
Yeah. But he's cheating because he has a mind power.
It's a mind sword.
Mm-hmm. How is no one saying, your hilt looks ridiculous, my dude? It's a giant fist. I see he's been training with our good pal Jack Burton. It's all on the reflexes.
Eric, yes, they did miss a trick. If the sword, after it kills people, gives them the finger.
I might introduce myself that way next time. Someone asks me, like, what's your name, buddy? They call me Dominic. see how many new friends I make.
Roy Kinnear, legendary British actor who passed.
Mm.
You may know him. Our American friends may recognise him from the Musketeer films made by the Solkines, and you may also recognise him as Veruca Salt's father in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Roy Kinnear, Sharon. Roy Kinnear. Exactly, James. Killed unfortunately, in Return of the Musketeers from an injury riding a horse. I bet the prop department were worried then that prop sword would snap when he slammed it that hard.
Yeah.
Exactly, Lizardman. Just let me eat my mouldy bread and gruel in peace.
Yeah. They answer to a man called the Hunchback?
That's right. He, if I remember right, the Hunchback looks remarkably like, I think, the Hangman from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. It is. If I remember.
It's pronounced Igor, actually. That's the noise I make when I lose my tongue, too. Oh, it is a repeater.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen the rest of it. With that bow, it gets even cooler. Sharon, you've clearly never been to the UK. She's saying
It's
there's an awful lot
foggy.
of smoke and fog in the forest, or is it fog all the time everywhere?
Yeah,
The UK alternates between thick fog and soft filter, like we're seeing here. Very
it's
soft
true.
focus.
Vaseline gets smeared everywhere in the UK. It's where grapes grow on the vine,
There's a
spiraling
cheetah
up
skin rug.
trees. And a cheetah skin rug. I need to see the script for this, the screenplay, just to see Voltan emerges from the shrubbery.
Oh, she friend zoned Voltan. Stuck him in the friend zone. Did you lead him on? He thinks he's my brother, but he's really my dad, and he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Got bumped on the head. Got kicked in the head by a horse.
Yeah, good guys in white, bad guys in black, Sharon.
That's right.
Just like a Western. Yeah, Mad Mavic, that's exactly. He just vanishes back into the shrubbery.
Yep. They are Calbot brothers, 30 years apart, except the father was 2 years older than the older brother. Look at that. I will say that is one of the coolest crossbows in any movie I've ever seen. The fact it loads and fires like an automatic weapon.
Yeah. He has to gather his D&D party.
That's right. Lizman says, "Look, Volton, it's not you, it's me. I'm just not attracted to people who are 3 decades older than me."
There's so many cobwebbed skulls.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what that means? Cobweb skulls in a fantasy
There we
setting.
are.
There's
You're
a
now seeing the
giant
Mind Sword's
Spiderian.
greatest power. It's a torch.
Oh, I was going to say it's like a quest marker. It tells you where to go.
No, it's a torch.
What are those? What?
Hang on, they've gone into a fun house at a fun. They've gone into a ghost house at a fun fair.
Not a spook townhouse.
You're going to see someone walking by eating candy floss and a hot dog in a minute, aren't you? There's a couple of people saying it's like a Spirit Halloween store where they are right now.
My Spirit Halloween store has disappeared. What the hell was that?
I don't think they've gone into the world of troll.
Wait. Oh, God. What are these grotesque Muppet rejects?
Exactly. It's just got a really weird, cool aesthetic to this film.
I have more than just one hand, you know. It's not my entire personality. Okay, now I'm getting Dark Souls vibes.
No, they borrowed them from the planet Krypton.
Yes. He's taken the souls back to the Shrine Maiden. Not Shrine Maiden? Firekeeper.
There we go. And now we see Bernard Bresslaw. This man is a British acting legend from the Carry On films.
How many of our American friends require subtitles for this gentleman? I feel like my wife would require subtitles.
He's also the Cyclops in Krull.
I believe it.
Oh,
Wise
dear.
man.
Yeah, don't screw the giant over.
It looks like a rather quaint forest. Leisure man understands the gist of it, he does. That's good to know. Oh yeah, you guys are going to force him to...
That's right.
Is he about to go full Beyblade? Come on, dude. Spin and destroy. Look at him! He's rinsing his hands like a...
Yeah. For those of us who grew up watching Carry On films, who would ever have thought that Bernard Bresslaw was usually comic relief as the oversized oaf would be an action hero who looks like your uncle?
He does. Why does he look like Barry Chuckle? Hawk!
That's right. Hawk.
How does he not have a Pied Piper that just follows him around?
Now then, we are
Every D&D party needs a bard.
the greatest character in the movie. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, he was an ice warrior in Doctor Who as well than Russell was. Yes, thank you, James. But the greatest character in this movie, he's better as elves go than Legolas, in my opinion.
But again, that shot of the blacksmith hammering the arrowheads with our elf boy in the background, both were in crystal clarity. And again here, the amount of shots that are so similar to a lot of shots in the old spaghetti westerns.
That's right, Mad Matt Crow the elf. And he talks in just this really kind of cool, stilted way.
Why isn't he Crow from MST3K?
Exactly. Good day, sir.
I can't unhear Monty Python.
2 pieces of gold.
You can feel the slime of this guy from a mile away.
Oh, you can. Wait till you see Hawk's ability. He is, puts Legolas
Why
to
does he
shame.
have ivory arrows?
Oh yeah, he's.
Ralph.
Fitzwater. Basically, they're trying to hustle him.
It's the hat, is it? Lizard Man is a scream asshole.
No.
Oh god, those ears.
They're proper elf ears, aren't they? They're not a little point, they are.
Ah, yes, the old apple. I'm trying to figure out what these guys gain.
Yeah, anyone that creepy, I wouldn't go up against in any kind of contest. Yeah, I think Crow's costume's really cool, actually.
It is. Even though it's kind of like a jumpsuit. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Pajamas.
Yeah.
Well, Mad Matt, you're saying Fitzwater looked familiar. The only thing you could find him in was an old episode of Doctor Who. You'll find a lot of the cast. Oh. They're Hawk!
Hawk.
There you go. You'll find a lot of the cast of this are British from various shows that you've seen.
It's very incestuous British television.
Yeah.
And movies.
Yep, guess what we're getting right now? Again, the Western influence.
Yeah.
It is, Lizman. It's high noon with arrows.
It's high noon. Careful, careful. There's not enough scenery for you to chew.
There we go. It is a great way of, as someone said earlier, a great way of teleporting.
Yeah, yeah.
Bringing the people. And now this character is so weird.
I'm curious to know the a lot of things.
Ooh, would Clint Barton beat this Crow? No, Crow is just god level archer. He's still an ugly one.
Be still, ugly one. I might have to add that to my insult lexicon. Oh.
Peter O'Farrell.
I was going to say he's giving me Peter Capaldi vibes.
Hawk! We missed a Hawk!
Oh yeah, Hawk!
Yeah, no, James, you're right. It's not incestuous. It's basically there's a much smaller pool of talent in the UK.
Yeah. So he's the charming rogue with a heart of gold
Who can
and a
whip
whip.
a fish out the water.
Oh.
The fact he can whip a fish out the water is pretty impressive. Why did they, when they took him prisoner, leave him on the raft with his whip and his knife?
I mean, yeah, very good point.
It's a bit like the Magnificent Five, isn't it, really?
Yeah. I just don't get why they're all so okay with being teleported to this
They
cave.
trust Hawk, that's why.
It's fair.
I like a film where they get a team together, though.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly, Cal, but we're putting the band back together.
What happened to fantasy movies? When was the last time we had a big fantasy movie?
Yeah. Well, apart from the Lord of the Rings stuff.
Yeah, it's a series. Haven't had a movie in a while.
There you go, a bit of exposition now.
The fades. Why is he walking like a... Was it Charlie Brown? Who, when he gets like rejected and he just holds his head down?
Apparently there's a D&D movie coming out.
There is, yes, with Chris Pine as the bardic rogue kind of character. I'm optimistic about it.
I just love the way he's holding the crossbow like a shotgun. Like a thug with a shotgun.
Yeah. The one thing I will say about the new D&D movie, if they don't have an actor die, or character die, and then come back as a different character as the same actor, then it fails. Well, that might be a little bit too meta.
The dwarf has a donkey.
Oh, that's so
Shannon
adorable.
Says, fantasy movies are still being made, but they're filled with CGI, and if you're lucky, they'll have a great story and acting too.
Maybe they're just not on my radar. Correct, yeah, CGI should be a supporting character, not the main show.
God, he delivered that line a bit quick, didn't he? Like, to get it out. This has always been delivered.
I wonder how many takes it took. Maybe this is the only take it had.
God, Jack
What
Palance,
is that?
He gave a performance here, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was chewing the scenery. He was committed to the dialogue.
What's cooking on the spit? Is it like 2 chickens?
Yes. But you can see when they were doing the prop food in this movie, basically they in the UK I don't know. Well, you'll remember this, Tom. You can buy. I know you can buy they have a counter with hot, fresh cooked chickens, but they also have the ones in plastic that you can buy that are pre-cooked.
Yeah.
Right? You'll see those 2 chickens there are just the
Are fully
the kind of
cooked.
orange hue of the ones someone's bought in a supermarket and just put on there as a prop. You'll see
Yeah.
another one in the movie as well.
No.
Lizard Man says, "This picnic's completely ruined." There you go, and another one of those chickens.
Oh, for God's sake. With what? Here's your dinner, a chicken, an entire rotisserie chicken, and 6 taters.
There you go, see?
Just gonna swallow it whole.
Why are the doors not closed? That chicken's looking remarkably sweaty right now, isn't it?
Oh God, it looks horrible. It looks so unappetizing.
Sharon, you're saying any good soldier would never have his back to an open door. But it's Hawk. His reflexes are so quick.
His back is essentially another front.
Where's Hawk gone? Oh, he's there still. Sorry,
Just
Hawk, Crow.
behind
Crow, even.
the other bird. Oh, oh God, the way he just bites into it and quivers. He gets away with it as well. I love it.
Hawk.
Why does every nun, when talking to this man, turn away?
The nuns must deliver.
What?
Oh, and Hawk gets a platter.
Yeah, he gets some grapes, some stale-looking
Cheese
bread.
and bread. I'll have the continental option, please, nuns. That's the hunchback.
What? Oh. Where's the hunch?
What I
Oh,
don't understand is about the hunchback. He doesn't seem like a particularly good businessman.
these poor pasty pale boys. English countryside is not renowned for its warmth. Why is he selling slaves to pilgrims?
Hawk!
Hawk. That mace. Oh my god. Ah, yes. The power of jump cuts.
Yeah, Hawk. See, Crow is just awesome.
You told me this film had quite the high kill count, didn't you?
Yes, yes, it does.
In the Discord, let's have a guess. What do you think the end kill count for this film is going to be? That's a thick looking rope.
So, where have we seen the Hunchback before? Most famously. In fact, a very famous role originated with him.
Oh. Oh, God. Oh!
See, Carry On Star even gives action hero one-liners. So, where had we seen the Hunchback before?
Gordon Bennett, I can't even remember. My blood is forever on the move.
Hang on, didn't Jack Palance basically do this stroking of the face stuff in Batman? Isn't?
Yeah. Or every film he's been in, he does the weird
Burst through your veins. And I love the fact he's got the Abbess in a cage with hay.
in a game. Yeah.
So Hawk is that guy's uncle.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll let you all out your misery. So the Hunchback was played by Declan Mulholland.
Calbop, how dare you say such a beautiful pun? The Hunchback was definitely not Quasimodo. His face did not ring any bells for me. Declan Mulholland.
Yes. Let me post a photo of where some people may know him from.
Oh, wow. He's
He's the original Jabba the
Jabba the
Hutt.
Hutt. Time Bandits.
That's right, and Time Bandits too.
A certain avian-themed man.
It must be Hawk. My
Must be
uncle,
He-Man.
Uncle Hawk.
Old Unky Hawk.
Yeah.
Typical Uncle Hawk.
Yeah, it's good old Uncle Hawk.
For all you aspiring filmmakers out there, a good hint to get your film's budget way lower: shoot 90% of it in the woods.
Exactly. Natural sets.
Yeah. Lord of the Dance. Wait, Kevin Bacon's in this as well?
Sharon says, of all the men in this movie, Hawk is the only one who combs his hair. That's because he's the hunky hero.
It did work for the Friday movies, I know. So I'm telling you. Shoot your films in the woods.
That's sad, isn't it? He called his son Drogo.
Yeah. And they didn't even have a bar mitzvah for him. Why is he only just coming of age?
Well, they called him Drogo when I would have wanted like a cool. If my uncle's called Hawk, I'd have wanted my Voltan, the father. No, he's not Ivan Drago, Mad Matt.
It could be worse. It could be like Bob.
Exactly, Pepjin. The quality of acting is so diverse in this film. They're either really good or really bad. But what I would say is everyone's giving it their all, and that's what's great about it.
I've just realised what the devil's balm is. It's aloe vera. He's got a burn on his face,
That's
so he's
right.
just rubbing some after sun cream in it. Again, this shot, like a painting, pretty much everything is in focus. God, they knew very well how to set a scene.
Oh,
It's
definitely.
almost like a play. Like you're having characters walk off set and then characters come towards the camera.
Well, it was directed by Terry Marcel, who. Let's see what he directed that we know of. Jane and the Lost City.
Oh, God.
And he directed 13 episodes of The Bill.
That's where it is then. The Bill.
If you're British, The Bill is tentpole.
Yeah, it's one of the holy trinity of English television.
Is he eating fondant eyes?
It looks like it.
Or Shan's saying he's eating an eye. They picked them up in the Halloween candy in the Spirit store earlier.
Yes. Poor guy.
Mad Matt, you get a prize for that pun there. Good eye, Sharon.
Oh, God. See, elves don't sleep, they merely wait. Does that mean Chuck Norris is an elf?
I love how he just holds the sword like a baby constantly.
Yeah, cradling it.
Yeah. Even that music right now is almost like a Mexican
Western,
standoff
yeah.
kind of Western, isn't it? Yeah. This is such Mexican standoff music.
Mm-hmm. Yes, hi, Bones. I'm sorry, is he wearing pants? I can't tell. Oh, yes, he is. I can see the flared trousers.
I am
Interesting.
Drogo, son of Voldenton. Yes, yes, I know you're my nephew.
Yeah, the Wild Bunch. Oh, my dog just stole something.
Unky Hawk.
Unky Hawk. Bones, come here, you little jerk. Yeah. Well, maybe his mother will stop him. What am I missing?
Yeah, can we just say that
Crow is the MVP.
Crow is a killing machine. The others maybe killed one or two. Crow just slaughtered everyone.
He did.
James Hellier says, comparing this to Sam Peckinpah is a real insult to Peckinpah. What do we reckon that is the same picnic table we saw them eating at earlier in the movie, same prop?
I was about to say, it looks really limply placed in the ground there, like it's about to topple over. Yep, he's back. He's got quite luscious hair, actually.
Okay, first person who's going to post the appropriate GIF now in the Discord.
See, I'm thinking Godfather.
No.
Look what they've done to my boy. Look how they massacred my boy.
No. I've posted it.
Where did he limply throw that dagger then? I didn't quite see where it landed. Gotta love how all the armor and different clothing options that these people have are all incredibly varied to the point where I can't tell who's on whose side.
Oh, he threw one
Oh.
dagger, not two. Can we also get some love for Voltan's sword over there?
Oh yeah, just sitting there soaking up all the attention. Dang it, Bones.
That guy looks like he's escaped a medieval aerobics video. The one putting his sword on the floor.
Pick it up or I'll stab you in the face. The food's only getting better and better. Where are these nuns getting the food from?
Oh, more chickens.
Yeah. burning my son along with his closest allies?
Yep.
Or are they just kindling? Wow!
That's a sword, isn't it? That's awesome.
I'm thinking about the bonfire that just erupted. It's not even the 5th of
Yeah.
November. Oh, it's his bow. I was like, that's an incredibly blunt weapon.
Crow is just the most awesome character.
I read the script.
I have words for you.
That's a threat.
I'll be fair, Jack Palance is not a piece of scenery he's not chewing on right now, which is awesome. Because this
Jack
role,
Palance is giving it his all, yeah.
I can't imagine the role of Voltan being played in any subdued manner.
No. Oh, she's having none of it. ENIAC.
So they stole the 2,000 coins off the hunchback and slaughtered his men to not give the money to Voltan.
Well, they gave it to the slaves, didn't they?
And they gave the
I
extra
think.
to the slaves.
Oh, it was the bonus cash. It was the pocket
Yes.
money. So less Robin Hood, more just Robin.
Yeah.
Robbing. Hey, at least she survived until they got to dry land.
Hang on. So the nun blames the man who she sent to go and get the people for bringing the people there that she told to get.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he
Just
got
checking.
bad people, I guess. To be fair, if I hired someone to do a job for me and they subcontracted to some really like cowboy workers, I'd be pissed off too. I'm sorry, can Crow now
He can move at
mist
crow
walk?
speed. He brought the and
Ah,
he
yes.
can jump really high. They didn't play that backwards, honestly.
That's a cool shot
It
still.
is cool though. To be honest, they should just send Crow into every camp.
They're just doing my D&D tactic of abusing magic spells and dark vision. It's not fair. They're
Oh, now
cheating.
that look at that! He's doing jump shots with his bow.
He's doing the same jump shot 3 times in a row and hitting different people. I wonder if at this point in the film, or in the script at least, they were like, Crow's overpowered. Let's use him more. She has no more magic slots left.
That's right.
Spell slots, sorry.
All her spell was she had a couple of smoke bombs, basically.
She threw smoke bombs on the ground, yeah. Okay, that scene was cool and all, but why was it there? They just went,
Cool.
hit the hornet's nest and right
Yep.
back off.
Well, to be fair, I think he's slaughtered most of Voltan's army now.
Yeah, that's true. So why not keep slaughtering? I know, I know. If you take one step closer, I'll slit her throat.
I can't help but feel that I wish I had a robe for cold days like that where you could put your with giant sleeves.
I mean, I've got coats with giant sleeves.
Yeah, not like that. That's right, Pepperchin Hawk.
They needed to fill an extra 2 minutes. A snuggie, yes.
It looks like they're going to kiss in that shot. I'm sorry, but
It does, it does. Now kiss. Oh,
little caress of Crow's cheek by Hawk would have been nice.
he's the last of the elves then.
He is. What? Hang on, are they playing Yahtzee on the table or something?
Knuckle bones. That's cute.
Lizardman says, as long as there's someone with a fantasy creature fetish, you will never be forgotten.
Exactly.
That's not at all sinister. She's pouring something out of a glass test tube into his frothy coffee.
If it bubbles the same way as the British lakes we saw earlier that was infested with pythons bubbles, then we know it's fine.
Especially the powder on the top.
Yeah. Tastes like chloroform. Just instantly passes out violently.
That's right. Sharon says, I bet she drugged it. What, you mean when she poured that glass test tube of something into the beer? Quite possibly.
Zoltan's sword is pretty cool.
Yeah. Lizard Man, you're on with the puns tonight. That's none believable.
That wasn't part of the plan. The plan has changed. Pray I do not change it further.
You slew my son, the one who you were going to kill yourself,
Yes.
earlier. Look.
Oh. It wasn't his child.
You just found the wrong woman if she was superficially deep at your looks.
It's in a Halifax account that doesn't have your name on it.
Hmm. Hang on. Did he just say, "Fetch me fire"? The two men just walked off to go and get some fire.
they're they're gonna smoke out the church soon.
But there's two men with fire there.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want that fire. I want some other fire.
I want different fire.
Please let the guys come back with just a flaming torch identical to those.
You fire me, lord. He's just a bit short, man.
God, he's loving this, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Oh. Oh, he kicked him on his sore face bit.
His sore face bit.
His sore face bit, yeah. But he's just killed the dwarf, and the dwarf was, to be fair, dwarf was brave in the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
No? If only somebody had a sword, some kind of a sharp object that could be controlled by the power of the mind, that could cut rope.
If only. But what kind of device is there that can do that? Scissors aren't invented yet.
Silly string. So it's the Cyclops witch firing silly string out her cane.
What gormless fool watches a wooden pole lift
Again.
in the air?
What special power has the Mind Sword shown so far, apart from it's
Being a
torch?
flashlight. Yeah. Oh god.
Did she get the silly string, though, in the Spirit Halloween store they were in earlier, along with the candy eyes he was eating?
It has to be. Bulk purchase. Oh, I was going to say in the woods, tied up. Died as I lived. Is that a grave? It looks like a mound that you just kind of...
It is always the comic relief who gets killed off first, Lizard Man, because it's a classic trope, isn't it? Because you have affection for the comic relief.
It's almost like you sided with the wrong person.
Mm. That stick of hers is pretty cool, actually. It fires silly string and lights fires.
Yeah. A whirlpool of firebolts.
That's right.
It's a powerful cantrip.
Disco fireballs.
Oh my god, they're just bouncy balls,
And
aren't
it
they?
fires a snow machine. Okay. I want to change the name. He's no longer Crow the Elven Bowman. He's Crow the Butcher. There's so much neon in this medieval battle scene.
Why have they sidelined the blind witch all this time?
Oh, she
Look
said,
at her, she's
oh,
amazing.
yeah.
Who cares? She betrayed us.
Oh.
She said that without her lips.
But the giant is
she
a
made
badass
up for
too.
it. Oh yeah.
Lady, sweet little lady. I only had a punch to the face. It is Lizard Man. It was like they were fighting inside a snow globe. Yeah, it can't have been pleasant, Sharon, filming inside there with that much fake snow going off.
No.
It's all I hope they filmed it out of order, because otherwise someone had a hell of a job cleaning up all that fake snow now.
Yep. Oh, it must have been filmed out of order. Did he just get sleepy after so much murder? Does he have a pre-programmed kill count?
Are those nuns dead yet or not?
I can see their rosaries moving.
Oh, they stood on a bench.
Oh.
With nooses.
Always you.
Throw down your sword.
I just realised he has like a bicep band.
Yeah. He's Hawk. He's jacked, man. If only Hawk had a sword that could lift up off the ground when needed.
Use the force, Hawk.
That's right.
That's a belt buckle.
Nice. Yep, Sharon, exactly. Just kill him already. Stop monologuing. He loves this.
Villains have to monologue.
I don't think he wants to kill him.
Neil Hawk. How dare you give me Vietnam flashbacks? The problem with this sword is it takes 300 years to activate the damned power.
Yeah, and all it does is... I should have had the glowy sword.
Honestly, you could have just picked it off the floor at the time it took you to lift it with
From the
your
other side of
mind.
the room.
Show us that scar.
You deflected my knife with your sword.
Good sturdy sounds, at least.
Oh, yeah. Come on. But if you notice, Gort, the giant, is just stood there watching with it propped up on a pillar. He's not... he's not helping Hawk out here and sort of hitting Voltan with his hammer while he was fighting Hawk.
Or freeing the nuns.
See, that proves you don't have to have the high... you don't always win if you have the high ground.
Yeah. I think for a sword fight, the high ground might be a detriment.
I don't...
That is a nasty looking face, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, but Voltan, it would have healed if you stopped picking at it.
Yeah, exactly. Apply your aloe vera like Satan told you and just stop picking at it. Here's
He
a
needs
light
to stop
snack.
crushing on the nuns, doesn't he?
He does.
Nothing's going to come of it, Gort.
The money was in the well.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a nice wipe transition. I haven't seen one of them since Star Wars. Oh god, hi Satan.
Yeah.
Voltan will return in Hawk 2, Revenge of Voltan.
There was actually to be a Hawk the Slayer too.
Is it called Revenge of Voltan?
No. Sadly not.
The chin on that man is amazing.
Hawk the Destroyer, it was to be called.
Hawk the Destroyer?
Yeah. That's a manly handshake.
Mm-hmm. I have a name, you know. It's Barbara. Stop calling me woman. Lord Hawk. Wait, was the sequel Lordy Hawk or Lady Hawk?
There we go. That was Hawk the Slayer. I love that film. It's so much fun. Dom. And
I
everyone
love
in
how-
chat, I want your opinions. Dom.
I really enjoy it. It feels like it's like the middle part of... very much like Star Wars. When the first Star Wars came out, it feels like the middle part of a story that's already being told.
Yeah.
I'm kind of upset I didn't get more, or I'm kind of upset I didn't watch it when I was a kid. But I want to know more about this film and its
I
universe.
want to see the adventures Gordon Hawk get up to after this movie.
Yeah.
I loved it. I absolutely love this film. It's nice and quick. It doesn't really have any moments where it drags. James Hellier says that was so bad it was bad. Well, we know you don't love it, James. But Sharon says, yeah, for Hawk. What a fun movie. Great a cross between Clash of the Titans and Lord of the Rings. Phonic says, fun movie, lots of ideas. Lizard Man, it's a fun little movie, very pulp fantasy, easy to riff, good stuff. It is. It's just a great, fun film, and it's the kind of thing that I like to introduce people to who've never seen this film. I think Dom, it's probably going to be on your rotation of movies, isn't it? This,
I'd put it there. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely a film I would riff on more than sit down and like bask in the world and enjoy. It's more fun than it is good. There's a lot of
Yes.
stuff that if I was to write it, for example, or remake it, there's a lot that I'd cut out, a lot more that I'd add. It could have used some more time in the oven, but that's probably budget reasons. And honestly, you can see where they put what little budget they had. The sets were adorable. Like, I'm not going to say they're brilliant, but they were adorable, and they did the film perfect amount of justice. The matte paintings, mwah, they were gorgeous.
The score,
Absolutely
as well.
gorgeous.
The
The score was amazing.
It's awesome. Absolutely.
I'd remake it. Oh, they did a riff tracks of it.
They did
Perfect.
a riff track for this as well. James Hellier says the man who likes Extra, well, he likes Hawk the Slayer. Exactly.
I can find fun in anything.
Sharon. It was
apart from
more fun than good, but you could tell they just made a movie and did what they could with what they had. Yeah, exactly. And that's what's great about these things. But that was Hawk the Slayer. Now, next week, we're sticking with Sword and Sorcery, which is why I picked this for this week. We will be watching Willow, which is a real classic. I've not watched in forever, and I cannot wait to watch it. If you talk about underrated movies at the time of release, Willow. James
definitely.
is saying, oh no, for Willow.
Not a fantasy fan, eh, James?
Oh dear. Well, we've got next week Willow, but then we shift away from Sword and Sorcery after Willow. Don't worry, we're moving into other movies. We've got some great stuff lined up. But exactly. Lizardman saying, I guess I'd better watch Willow before the series is released in any case. Exactly. That's one of the reasons we're doing it, because the series is coming out. It's highly anticipated, and I think it'll connect us quite nicely with it. I'm really looking forward to it. And I love Willow. I think it's got some great, great stuff in it. It's a lot of fun.
Before we do go, I have something that I want to kind of show off.
Oh, gosh.
This movie reminded me a lot that fantasy books are fathomably better than fantasy movies and such, but it gave me strong vibes of this book, which is called Kings of the Wild by Nicholas Ames. It's all about an old band of heroes who get together for one last journey. Here's my book recommendation of the week, because you're all going to read the book I tell you to read. If you get a chance, though, and you like fantasy books, read this one. It's a good one. It's a really good book. Kings of the Wild by Nicholas Ames.
Okay. Well, that's it for this week, guys. But please be kind to each other, look after each other, and stay well. And we do mean that. Remember, you don't know what other people are going through, so always just be kind. Until then, stay safe. We'll see you in 7 days' time. So everybody,
see you then.
Bye-bye.